Connor, I actually have one of the kits right here with me, and this is exactly how you would receive it as well. Inside this discreet bag, you will find 2 doses of naloxone nasal spray. You will also get 5 fentanyl test strips, alcohol pads, and instructions on how to use all of this.
ABC 15's Jenna Herazo has been at the beach all day chatting with onlookers, and she joins us there live now. Jenna?
Connor, the vessel went back out to sea around 1 today after coming ashore to restock supplies. The beach was lined with dozens of spectators looking at the action unfold today, and many were in awe as they were watching the unusual watercraft, knowing they're watching history in the making.
Joining me now, though, is ABC 15's Jenna Herazo. Jenna, you've been out here on campus all day, hearing from folks. It was quite a lot of folks. What they have to say.
Yeah, Andrew, the turnout of today's event was enormous, which isn't too surprising since more than 50% of registered voters in Horry County voted for Trump during the 2020 presidential election.
From the event at Chapin Park, Jenna.
The day started off gloomy, but as more people started to come out, the sun started to pop out too. Now the overall energy here is loving, welcoming, and just happy.
Myrtle Beach, Jenna.
Jen, the story of now 7-year-old Ashton Douglas is one we've been following from the start. Caribbean Resort and Villas now having to pay $26 million to settle a lawsuit filed by the family.
Jenna.
Connor, Coast Guard officials tell me all 4 divers were safe and unharmed. They reunited with friends and family at around 6 a.m. today. And I spoke with one diver who says when you are out diving, it's so important that you have safety equipment like a mirror, a buoyancy device, a flare, or a light with you. He says when you're offshore diving, you don't have the landmarks like you do on land. So for that reason, if you don't stay close to the boat's anchor line, you could be in trouble. Jen, I'm on 26th Avenue North, where crews were dispatched to put out a house fire around 11 a.m. What we know right now is everybody got out of the house safely. One person was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. However, 2 of the family's 5 dogs did not make it out of the fire. North Myrtle Beach Fire Chief Gary Spain tells me the fire was so hot they had to break the 2nd-story window to allow for some of that smoke and heat to escape. Jen, Andrew, Murdoch comes from one of the most prominent legal families in the Low Country, but it didn't stop Attorney General Alan Wilson from proving no one's above the law. After the verdict, Wilson celebrated with the conviction with other members of the prosecution.
And it felt almost like being in a dorm environment in college. Late nights, cramming, studying, little sleep, away from our families, getting up early, getting here to the courthouse, working long hours, getting on each other's nerves at times, but it was all worth it. It was all worth it because we got to bring justice and be a voice for Maggie and Paul Murdoch and bring justice for the people of South Carolina.
Murdoch is also at the center of dozens of financial crimes involving former clients, including 2 of which are family members of his deceased housekeeper. He's accused of stealing millions of dollars in their life insurance money. Now, the family attorney releasing a statement tonight saying his power, prestige, and money afforded him no special treatment. The people have spoken. Alex's life of lies and deceit ended today. Maggie and Paul are vindicated. Justice prevails. The Satterfield family victims of his financial crimes. Justin Bamberg represents other victims, and here's how he reacted to the verdict.
And I truly think that the jury recognized this man lied to everybody. He lied to clients who were quadriplegics. He lied to clients who died. He lied to family, friends. He lied to 911.
Many of you have also been following this trial every step of the way. We first broke the news on our WPDE app and Facebook page, and here's what some of you think about the verdict announced just a few hours ago. Melinda Sasser commented on one of our Facebook posts saying she's not too sure where to stand, saying she doesn't think there's enough evidence. And many of you, like Mary Claridge Shaw, are praising the jury for a job well done. But there are also a few people like Renee Stacy who think Alec is innocent. Head on over to our WPDE Facebook page and let us know what you think. Jen, Andrew.
Jenna?
Connor, I spent today scrolling through SLED's sex offender registry and adding up how many registered sex offenders live in Horry County. For example, according to that data, there are more than 1,000 registered. The site is easy to navigate and only takes a few clicks to get the information you're looking for. So we're on sled.sc.gov. You're going to go to the public records section and then click on the sex offender registry. Once you do that, you're going to agree to the conditions of use and enter the code you're given on the screen. And now you have access to the geographical radius search. Type in any street, city, state, and or zip code and hit the search button. Here we did Conway 29526, and then the list comes up with a picture, name, alias, and address, as well as the specific crimes they were convicted of committing.
Briefly spoke with Tyler's wife. Jenna?
Connor, Tyler's wife, Lakeland, tells me she's 8 months pregnant. She says her friends and family have been praying really hard that Tyler will safely make it home. And she says the community has been so supportive and that they've even raised more than $4,000 to assist with rescue efforts. Officials say 2 men were out on their 16-foot boat duck hunting in the North Jetty area of North Myrtle Beach when they received a distress call around 5 p.m. Thursday evening from 2 men who said their boat's sinking. Crews were able to rescue 1 man from the boat, but North Myrtle Beach Water Rescue, Horry County Fire, and the U.S. Coast Guard are still searching for 23-year-old Tyler Doyle. Horry County Fire Water Rescue says they've done multiple hour-long searches from the South Jetties up to Ocean Isle Beach, but had to end today's search. Officials say Tyler was last seen wearing a camo jacket and khaki pants. At this time, we have no update on the rescued man's condition or identity. Multiple people have come by with their personal boats today to help with the search efforts, and I asked the family for an interview, but they declined to speak at this time. Live in North Myrtle Beach, Jenna Herazo, ABC 15 News.
Jenna Herazo spoke with this young entrepreneur about how she's looking to inspire others. Jenna?
Mike, 16-year-old Ivy Prince of Loris launched her nonprofit Cooking Capable in 2023. The program is a series of workshops specifically designed to teach young adults who may need a little assistance with everyday tasks how to make simple and nutritious meals.
You never know what you're capable of until given the chance to try.
Ivy Prince is proving that everyone, no matter what everyday obstacles you may face, is capable at cooking if given the opportunity to try. With the help of a team of volunteers and a few grants through local club 4-H, she's giving one community a safe and welcoming space to experiment in the kitchen.
It teaches our special needs youth how to make nutritious meals, which helps them in their lives to live healthier, happier lives. It shows to people that those in the special needs community, they are not incapable.
Prince says those with special needs are typically pushed to the back and are seen as less. But Cooking Capable proves that they can do something. You just have to teach them the skills.
I love food and I love cooking, and I come from a family with special needs. I want to create a place where they know they're welcome and loved and appreciated and valued. And my older sister, who I like to cook with a lot, she's on the autism spectrum, and that's kind of why, and she's helped create this too.
She says she was on a karate team and through her own firsthand experience learned the importance of a nutritious meal.
And I noticed not just my body felt more alive, but my brain, because I remember I was so foggy before, and then it just started to get better, and I was able to think clearly. I was able to control my emotions better. I was able to live a happier life, and I think that's why it's so important, because you are what you eat. As for what's next for Prince, she's stirring up some big dreams. My biggest dream is to go globally, having workshops all across the world. In 10 to 20 years, I hope to have at least one workshop happening per year in each state and territory in the U.S.
Prince says she's teamed up with the International Culinary Institute of Myrtle Beach to teach a class, but they're still working out the date. She says Clemson has also asked her to come and teach a class in the future. Visit our WPDE website for more information on her upcoming workshop, January 30th. Mike, back.
An SBR is a short barrel rifle with a barrel length less than 16 inches. A new rule implemented by the ATF now classifies a stabilizing brace on a pistol as a stock, turning it into an SBR, which is illegal unless you register it with the ATF. Gun owners will now have to comply with a new ATF ruling that applies to basically all firearms equipped with stabilizing braces, including AR pistols and non-NFA firearms.
ATF's view on it is that they, if it's anything you would be able to shoulder to fire, then it is considered a rifle, not a handgun. And that's why they want to change the law.
General Manager at Cormac Arms and Outfitters, Chuck Dunn, says the point of a stabilizing brace is to help disabled shooters, like veterans.
Well, it was really designed for people that had some type of handicap and couldn't shoulder a weapon. And all it is, it's a piece of hook and loop, or Velcro as we say, that will go around your wrist, and you can hold it straight out like a pistol and shoot it that way, rather than shouldering it like you would normally a rifle.
To better help you understand, Dunn visually explains the difference between a legal rifle with a stock and an SBR with a stabilizing brace.
So right here is an example of a normal style AR-15 rifle with a 16-inch barrel and the solid stock. It is a legal firearm to buy. It's nothing more than a semi-automatic rifle like a 30-06 or a 243 hunting rifle is. And then here's the short-barreled rifle, or right now the AR pistol, which is soon to be called the short barrel rifle, because of the shorter barrel and because of this type of stock, which can be put over your forearm and shot like a pistol.
Dunn says customers used to come into the store for SBRs, adding that they're great for home defense. But ever since the ruling, their sales have been down.
Yeah, our sales of AR pistols are way down because people don't understand the law. They don't know what's going to happen to them if they buy one. Can you buy one? Is going to cost me at a later date to register it through the government.